Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here on WWE 2k23. Today we have an episode of Friday Night SmackDown, just 3 weeks away from the Extreme Rules PLE. Hope you guys are excited for this one. It's going to be a very good show. We got a very interesting main event, but if you are ready, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more wrestling content. We're less than 50 subscribers away from 1,000. Pretty awesome. I thank you guys so much for the support recently here on the channel as well as the entire time. But let's not waste any more time and get into it. 5 matches on the show. We're going to start off with Mustafa Ali taking on Karrion Kross to begin. Then after that, it's tag team action. The Viking Raiders will take on the Maximum Male Models. And then in the singles competition, Shotzi takes on Io Sky. Io still trying to campaign for another shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship. A win over Shotzi will help her roll. Happy Corbin takes on TBar. And then our main event, Ricochet looks to prove that he is worthy of the main event spot when he takes on a former world champion in the Big Red Monster, Kane. He returns to Friday nights. Karrion Kross gets the win over Ali. The Maximum Male Models beat Viking Raiders, who've been in a little bit of a slump recently. Big win for the Models. Io Sky continues her dominant versus Shotzi, and now it's time for Happy Corbin versus TBar. Making his way to the ring first is a man who we saw a very interesting side of him last week, something I didn't think, honestly, that Corbin was capable of. Happy Corbin last week came to the ring and interrupted Austin Theory, who was cutting a promo on the fact that he attacked Pat McAfee about a month ago at ringside, and Happy Corbin came to McAfee's defense. I know, that's very, very surprising, but Happy Corbin did play football with Pat McAfee their days to the NFL when they were on the Indianapolis Colts. They're actually former roommates, so Corbin showed a little bit of respect for McAfee. Let's see if that side of Corbin continues, but he has a match here tonight, a big match for him, as he takes on TBar, another guy who's a pretty big individual. But we'll see if Happy Corbin can get it done. He did warn Austin Theory that if he sticks his nose in his business one more time, then Corbin will make sure he pays the price. But right now, Corbin has got to focus on his challenger for tonight. It is TBar making his way to the ring, as TBar is also trying to get some of that momentum back. Still trying to get the timing down with the ring announcers. I know I just talked over Happy Corbin's, but TBar gets ready to make his way to the ring. He's also trying to get back with some momentum. His former tag team with Mace, as they were Retribution members, is now a thing of the past. We saw Mace actually pick up a win, actually now Mace, and the Maximum Male Models tag team, while TBar on the other hand is trying to get his name back into the singles competition now that he's a member of Friday Night SmackDown post WWE Draft. And it's a big match for him because it is Happy Corbin taking on TBar as we get ready for our first feature match of tonight's show, and we are ready to go for this one as both superstars lock up in the center of the ring, and TBar kick to the midsection. Nice shot. Looks to get the upper hand early. Throws Corbin up against the ropes and is going to connect. Oh no, they just run into each other. Stalemate so far. Now Corbin's going to try something against the shoulder block takedown, so Corbin's able to get TBar up his feet first in this contest. Now early going to go for a bear hug here on TBar. It's a big individual to be lifted up in the air, and TBar is going to fight out of it. A couple of elbow strikes to the back of the neck, and then a palm strike behind the ears forces the break, and a big boot for good measure. Good lord, that boot was right on the money. TBar laid out Bear and Corbin. And another boot for good measure. As TBar, very impressive individual. Don't let his stint as a member of Retribution cloud what you think of TBar, as he's actually a very athletic big man. As he gets hung up, though, with snake eyes in the corner. As Happy Corbin, on the other hand, a former Gold Gloves boxer, former United States champion, as he hasn't had the best of years. Had a couple of shots in the Intercontinental Championship early in the years. Hold on, right now goes for a pinfall on TBar and gets a 1 count before the shoulder gets up. Had a tag team going with Madcap Moss. Unfortunately for him, Moss was drafted over to Monday Night Raw. So both these superstars in similar boats, actually. As Corbin drapes T-Bar over the top rope and then just a clubbing strike to the back. Knocks him down. But both superstars coming off of tag teams that didn't necessarily do the best for either. A little bit of a down point in both their careers. So both stepping back into the singles side of things, looking for a big win. And this is the first big opportunity to do it. And we have a new Universal Champion in Drew McIntyre. And then a new Intercontinental Champion as well, Sami Zayn. We haven't seen Zayn since Clash at the Castle where he won the Intercontinental Championship. But I'm sure he's looking on, waiting his next challenger. As T-Bar is taking control of this contest. Corbin's going to roll to the outside of the ring. This is not where you want to be because T-Bar can fly. Look at that. Up over the top rope, springboard off the second rope. That's what I'm talking about. T-Bar has the athleticism. He can get up there. And he just wiped out Corbin at ringside. A phenomenal maneuver there. And that's put him firmly in the driver's seat. And this one is now he just drops him across the apron. T-Bars look very impressive in the opening stages of this contest, and is going to throw Corbin against the steel stairs for good measure. This is the kind of we want to see out of him. We want to see T-Bar be able to dominate, be aggressive, be that dominating force he can be. Hopefully a move over to SmackDown is going to be able to trigger that. Ref up down to a count of 6, though. Both superstars need to start making their way inside the ring if they want to get a pinfall victory in this contest. As one of them, Bar, does realize that. He tries to throw him into the ring, but instead Corbin just bounces off the apron. Ref up to a count of 7 before Corbin is able to get back to his senses. He slides back in the ring. T-Bar actually talking a little bit of trash, gets cut off guard here. Back elbow, though, rocks Corbin. And now Corbin's going to send T-Bar into the ropes. Reversed in. Hold on a second. Wait, that's Austin Theory at ringside. He just tugged on the boot of Corbin. What's Austin Theory doing here? That gives the upper hand now to T-Bar, who's just slamming away on Corbin. Austin Theory sticking his nose in the business of Happy Corbin. Just exactly what Corbin warned him not to do. And right when Corbin was starting to fire back in this contest, now he's going to be on the receiving end. If he turns around, T-Bar lines him up for another one of those big boots. Drops Corbin, who's in a lot of trouble here. Back to his feet we go. Just blatantly getting involved, slowing down Corbin's momentum, and then a spinning sidewalk slam, tilt the world backbreaker actually by T-Bar, and he is in firm control of this contest. Is lining up something here, springboard into the crossbody. How about a springboard crossbody by T-Bar? Gets 2, and that's able to get the victory. T-Bar gets the win thanks to a huge assist though from Austin Theory, distracting Corbin, but can't take the win away from T-Bar. But if I'm Austin Theory, he did exactly what Corbin said not to do. So I'll have to see how Happy Corbin responds in the coming weeks. I'm sure he's not too happy about this one, but it's a big win here tonight for T-Bar. Well, up next we have our main event clash of the evening. As gets ready to make his way to the ring is the one and only Ricochet.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
Well, Ricochet has a massive match in front of him here tonight, not literally and figuratively, as Ricochet has a date with Drew McIntyre and the Universal Championship in the future, but he wants to prove he's worthy of a main event spot. So he's going to take on a former world champion for the first time in over a year. It is Kane, who's live here on SmackDown.
Weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
What a treat it is to see Kane back in action tonight. A worthy competitor here for Ricochet. The mayor in Tennessee now has put on the mask once more to try and give the challenge to Ricochet. Big Red Monster is here, and we get ready for our main event. Who would have predicted this one? It is Ricochet versus Kane. Yes, our SmackDown main event. As the ref gets ready to call the bell, and it is official. As here we go. As quickly Ricochet trying to get a hold of Kane, but you can just see the size difference already. Kane shrugging off Ricochet a couple of times. Now has him up on the shoulder and is going to snake eyes him in the corner. That's a far fall for Ricochet. We touched on a moment ago. Ricochet has been white hot here on Friday Night SmackDown. Former Intercontinental Champion, held that title for 6 months. He was a dominant champion. He knocked off a ton of worthy competitors. He did lose that championship in a triple threat match, though, at Clash of the Castle, but he was not pinned, mind you, for the Intercontinental Championship. Well, on that same night, Drew McIntyre won the Universal Championship, and he wanted to name his next competitor for Extreme Rules, and he wanted the best that SmackDown has to offer. He wants to be a fighting champion, and he named Ricochet as his next challenger, and it's hard to argue that Ricochet has not had a phenomenal stretch, but Ricochet's never really been in a main event spot like he will be against Drew McIntyre. So this match is here tonight to test Ricochet, to see if he's ready for a main event, a world title matchup. And what better way to do it than against a former world champion in Kane 2 times. Kane has been a world champion here in the WWE. As Ricochet trying to fight from underneath. He's going to go for a springboard offense. Nice springboard moonsault, takes down the Big Red Machine. He's already getting back to his feet. I mean, you can just see the size difference. Kane is a massive individual, just towers over Ricochet. So Ricochet's going to have to rely on his speed and moves like that. A nice drop kick off the chest, lands on his feet, and then a thrust kick for good measure. Ricochet's trying to bring everything he can to this fight here tonight, but Kane going to try to use the power game. Right now, though, is Ricochet with an upper hand. A nice Hurricane Rana takedown. Going to try to surprise him here. Gets one, but no, Kane's able to kick out. Kane has had quite a career here in the WWE. 2-time world champion. How can you forget the Brothers of Destruction? Team Hell No. He's just been a member of some of the best moments here in WWE history. Now, who can forget his debut back in 1997 when he interrupted that Hell in a Cell match? But Kane trying to prove that he has another one left in the tank. He's going to bring his all here tonight, despite being a political mayor in his side job. He's put on the mask again for this matchup. As right now, he's got Ricochet on the outside. He's just pummeling away with strong right hand shots to the head. Then it's now Kane gets Ricochet back to his feet. Ricochet going to fight from underneath. Nice kick. Drops the Big Red Monster. As not only is this match a good proving match for if Ricochet is worthy of the main event, but it's also a good stylistic matchup. Kane is very much a big, strong individual who will hit you, and he'll hit you hard. And that's a lot of the same kind of offense that McIntyre brings. McIntyre is known as a heavy striker. He's going to hit you with some shots that feel like you've been hit by a truck. So a lot of stylistics we see here with Kane as well. So good. This is a very good matchup for Ricochet if he wants to prepare for Extreme Rules just 3 weeks out. As now Kane, though, gets back in the ring. As Ricochet up on his shoulders, and he's going to try to hang him up again, but Ricochet this time sees it coming. Slides out the back door. Going to go for a handspring. A nice handspring Pele kick. Didn't look pretty, but it connected. But Kane quickly back to his feet, so maybe Ricochet didn't get all of that, but Kane definitely got all of that. A big boot flattens the one and only. Now goes for the pinfall, but only able to get one. That big boot will knock some of the teeth down your throat. Kane almost looking like he hasn't missed a step despite being away for almost a year. Went for some sort of takedown, but Ricochet able to block. Fight from underneath now, and this time he's going to spin him over, rolls through, and looking for that Pele kick. Another one connects right on the button. That one didn't miss the mark as Kane Rock now has to pull himself up in the corner. Back elbow, though, will help him fight out. Nice right hand. And he's trying to drag Ricochet again across the ring. This time puts him against the ropes. And Ricochet's going to counter and send Kane all the way to the floor. Ricochet, I think he was thinking some sort of dive there. But he's going to wisely not take the risk. He's going to allow Kane to get back in the ring and then try to cut him off there. So wise decision there by Ricochet. Another drop kick off the chest. This time backs Kane up against the ropes. He could be on the back foot here. This is the moment you want to take advantage of if you're Ricochet. He's going to do just that. Tie the Big Red Machine up in the ropes and work away on the different body parts. These are the kind of decisions you have to make if you're going to excel in the main event spot. You know, not always go for that do or die move. Sometimes it is smarter to play it safe, but right now he just got power slammed. Has to fight from underneath again. Kick out at 1. And Ricochet, another wise move, is just going to create some separation. He's going to get outside the ring. Cause himself a chance to get a little bit of breather, as now both superstars on the outside trying to catch their breath. A little bit of a standoff here. Kane on one side of the ring. Ricochet on the other. Nobody wants to blink here. Both taking their time. This is a pivotal point in the matchup. Neither wanting to make a mistake. As these two just stare again across each other on the outside of the ring. Ref tried to get one of them back in the ring, but nobody wants to blink first. Ref up now to a count of 6, and both superstars will get back in the ring, but who will get there first? Ricochet gets in first, and connects with a nice kick. I think Kane went for a big clothesline, but Ricochet one step ahead, right on the button. And now Ricochet could have Kane getting close, wearing away again on those legs. Could have him right where he wants him. He doesn't want Kane to be able to get up. And this time working away on the left leg, because if Kane can't get off the mat, he is in prime position. I think Ricochet could be sensing that now. Again, firing away on those left hamstrings, trying to keep the big red monster grounded, but Kane's still stirring. How about a neck breaker for good measure? Lays him out, and now Ricochet's going to go for it. Quickly, up to the top rope. Those legs of Kane, you can see shaking that left leg, but it's not going to matter. A nice shooting star press from the top rope. Kane couldn't get up, and now he can't kick out. Ricochet with a big win here tonight. An impressive win nonetheless. He was smart. He knew what he had to do to get the victory, and that is why Ricochet is, in my opinion, worthy of the Universal Championship opportunity as he celebrates his win here tonight. Kane back to his feet. Ricochet extends the hand, and Kane will accept a great show of sportsmanship. Kane and Ricochet was our main event. Ricochet able to pick up the victory, and now he looks towards Extreme Rules. Drew McIntyre will put the Universal Championship on the line against the one and only as we build towards Extreme Rules. We'll have 2 more weeks of shows left before our first PLA here in the series. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rock, and I'll see you in the next one.